For our second example, we're going to factor the polynomial negative 4x to the third plus 20x squared minus 2x by reversing the distributive property. Now, normally when we're factoring a GCF, you want to look for a number that all of the terms are divisible by. So we've got 4 and 20 and 2. So all of those are divisible by 2. So we know that part of our greatest common factor will be a 2, and since all of the terms also have the variable x, we're going to attach an x to our greatest common factor. But now, if we take a look, this leading coefficient here is negative. So we need to actually factor out the negative with that 2x. So this is no longer going to be called a greatest common factor because it's negative. We're just going to call it a common factor. So we're going to draw our parentheses, and since this expression is a trinomial, we're going to put 3 blanks in our parentheses. Then we want to bring our common factor of negative 2x out front. And from here, we're just going to fill in each blank by trying to think to ourselves, if we were going to distribute in this negative 2x, what would this term have to be in order to give us negative 4x to the third? So negative 2 times a positive 2 gives us negative 4, and then x times x squared gives us x to the third. Moving on to the next blank and the next term, negative 2 times what gives us a positive 20. So negative 2 times a negative 10 gives us a positive 20. And then x times another x gives us x squared. Moving on to the last piece. So negative 2 times what gives us negative 2. And then x times what gives us x. Well, negative 2x times 1 gives us back negative 2x. So if we factor negative 4x to the third plus 20x squared minus 2x, and we factor out that negative 2x out in front, we're left with negative 2x times 2x squared minus 10x plus 1. And remember, we can always check our work to make sure that we did factor this correctly by using the distributive property. So negative 2x times 2x to the second gives us negative 4x to the third. Negative 2x times a negative 10x gives us a positive 20x squared. And then a negative 2x times a positive 1 gives us a negative 2x. So since this here matches our original polynomial, that means that we did factor this correctly.